Hey guys, this is Nick with PhoneArena, and today we are reviewing the HTC Desire V. This is the company's first dual SIM phone, which means that it can work with two SIM cards at the same time. Other than that, it's your typical Android mid-ranger. It has a 1 GHz single-core processor, 4-inch display with WVGA resolution. The camera on its back is of 5 megapixels. It has autofocus and LED flash. It's enhanced by Beats Audio for that extra thump when listening to music. And Android 4.0 is installed out of the box with Sense 4.0 interface installed on top of it. First thing that we have to point out is that the HTC Desire V is a great looking Android smartphone. It's only 9.3 millimeters thin and it fits really nicely the palm of your hand. It's very comfortable to use because your thumb can easily reach each corner of its display. Its body is made out of white polycarbonate, just like the HTC One X flagship, so you get the same premium feel while holding the device. Unfortunately, there's something that we're not quite satisfied with. The physical buttons, the two-button volume rocker on the phone's right side, and the lock key, which is positioned on top, do not have sufficient travel and do not provide enough tactile feedback when pressed. The HTC Desire V comes with a 4-inch LCD display with resolution of 480 by 800 pixels. That's nothing out of the ordinary, but it gets the job done for a mid-range device like this. Its color representation is quite good, its outdoor visibility is also satisfactory, and the viewing angles are decent. Unsurprisingly, the HTC Desire V comes with Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich with the Sense user interface installed on top. Overall, the experience is different from the stock user interface in Android 4.0, but we're quite satisfied with the end result. Unfortunately, there is some room for improvement when it comes to performance. There is a slight yet noticeable lag when switching home screens, when switching between applications, or when launching apps. That's probably due to the hardware inside the HTC Desire V. It has a 1 GHz single-core processor and 512 megabytes of RAM. Chances are that you'll need to get a micro SD card for your HTC Desire V. The smartphone may have 4 GB of onboard storage, but only about 1 GB is available to the user. As we mentioned earlier, the HTC Desire V can work with two SIM cards at the same time, meaning that both of them can be active in standby mode simultaneously. However, we have to mention that when you pick up a call through one of the lines, the other line gets disabled. Also, only the primary SIM card has access to a 3G network, while the secondary one is limited to GPRS connectivity. The stock web browser on the HTC Desire V is okay when browsing some lighter web pages, but if you're looking at a heavy web page such as ours, it gets quite choppy. Therefore, we would recommend checking out some of the alternatives at the Google Play Store. The HTC Desire V comes with a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus and LED flash. This is what its interface looks like. It's the same that we have on the HTC One smartphones, which is of course more than welcome. Unfortunately, the photos aren't really that great. They lack detail and have poor dynamics range, and also there are traces of digital noise here and there. Video can be captured at a maximum of 480 by 800 pixels, and its quality is below average. This is the stock music player on the HTC Desire V. It's a pretty good one. It has all the features that you might need, including goodies like SoundCloud integration and added support for the 7 Digital Music Play Store, so you can buy music straight from your smartphone. Of course, you get a home screen widget and controls on your lock screen. The HTC Desire V supports MPEG-4 and DivX file formats, but only of resolution up to 800 by 480 pixels. 720p file formats are not supported. The in-call audio quality with the HTC Desire V is okay, but we've definitely heard better results. Voice tones through the earpiece are distinguishable and loud, but slightly muffled. On the other side of the line, our voice sounds pretty much the same, accompanied by a fair amount of background noise. Behind the back cover of the HTC Desire V, you'll find the removable 1650 mAh battery. HTC doesn't specify how long it should last on a single charge, but during our testing we got about a day of moderate usage. In conclusion, if you need a dual SIM card smartphone from a manufacturer that you've actually heard of, then you'll definitely be happy with the HTC Desire V. We dare to say that it's currently the best dual SIM card smartphone on the market, and even in terms of specifications, it's a tad above the other offerings that you can get right now. However, it leaves a bit of room for improvement in the performance department, which is probably due to its mid-range hardware, namely the 1 GHz processor with a single core and 512 MB of RAM. Thank you for watching our video review of the HTC Desire V. If you'd like to check out any of our other smartphone reviews, just visit our website, PhoneArena.com.